Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're really plunging into something fascinating, the ancient practice of herbal baths for spiritual cleansing.
And we're using the Book of Herbal Wisdom for Spiritual Bath as our main guide here.
It's got some great stuff, historical context, practical tips, specific remedies.
Yeah, loads of useful information.
So our mission really is to pull out the core wisdom on using these baths to, clear out negative energy and boost your spiritual well-being.
Kind of a shortcut to understanding these powerful traditions.
Exactly. And it's amazing when you look back, isn't it? Ancient Egypt, Greece, India, Native American culture.
They all saw bathing as much more than hygiene. It was purification, renewal. Definitely.
They were using specific herbs, fragrances. They clearly knew there was a connection.
Oh, absolutely. They understood that link between plants and our energetic state. It wasn't just about washing the body. The spirit needed cleansing too. And nature provided the tools.
Okay, so let's unpack this a bit. It's way more than just bath bombs then.
Yeah, definitely more than bath bombs. The idea is harmonizing nature's gifts with our spiritual needs.
Making the bath a kind of conduit for transformation, beyond just the physical clean.
Precisely. And think about water itself. It's got that inherent quality, doesn't it? Washing away not just dirt, but that unseen heavy stuff, the negative energy.
Right. But how do we make sure it's more than just, a relaxing soak?
Well, that's where intention comes in. The book really hammers this home.
Intention. Yeah.
By consciously setting an intention, focusing your mind, you direct the bath's energy, maybe towards releasing anxiety or easing sadness, whatever you need.
So you're actively participating. It's not passive.
Not at all. And this is where the herbs get really interesting. Each one has its own specific energy or traditional associations.
Like lavender for calm, you mentioned.
Exactly. Lavender brings tranquility. Sage is powerful for cleansing. It's widely known for that.
So we can choose herbs based on what we want to achieve energetically.
That's the idea. Like picking allies from the plant world for your specific spiritual work. It's quite empowering, actually.
Okay, let's get practical. The book talks about creating a sacred space. What does that actually look like?
Well, it starts with dedicating a space just for this somewhere peaceful, good for reflection. Your bathroom, most likely.
So, tidy up first.
Yes, definitely declutter. Physical tidiness helps. But it's also about energetically cleansing the space.
Energetically cleansing, right. What does that mean in practice?
Think of it like clearing the air, getting rid of any stale or negative vibes. The book suggests things like smudging.
With sage or Palo Santo.
Yeah, sage, Palo Santo, even incense works, just to purify the atmosphere.
Kind of like hitting a reset button on the room's energy.
Exactly that. And then you can enhance it further. Bring in things that feel inspiring or protective.
Like crystals.
Crystals like black tourmaline for protection, maybe amethyst. And candles are great too. They symbolize transformation, illumination.
I do find candlelight instantly changes the mood, makes it feel more special.
It really does. And another practical tip the book gives is writing down your intention.
On paper.
Yeah, just jot it down and place it somewhere visible in your sacred space, like near the bath. It helps keep your focus clear.
Okay, let's go back to the power of intention. We touched on it, but let's really dig in.
It's absolutely central. It's the guiding light for the whole ritual, really. Before you even think about herbs or water.
You need to connect inwards first.
Yes. Check in with yourself. What needs releasing? Is it stress from work? Anxiety? Some old emotional pattern?
So asking, what do I really want from this bath beyond just getting clean?
Exactly. And that clarity then informs how you prepare the bath itself, mindfully gathering your ingredients, the salt, the oils, the specific herbs you chose based on that need.
And that focus continues during the bath, too.
Oh, definitely. The book encourages visualization, actually picturing the water washing away those negative energies, carrying them down the drain. Approaching it with that kind of clear purpose. It really does have transformative potential. It's not just relaxation anymore. It's active release. I remember someone telling me how focusing their intention during a chamomile bath really calmed their nerves before a huge presentation.
That makes sense. Okay, next step. Gathering herbal ingredients. This sounds like it could be quite a mindful process in itself.
It really can be. The book stresses that herbs aren't just, stuff you throw in the water. They have distinct energies, specific purposes.
So choosing them should be deliberate.
Yeah.
Based on what you're trying to release or invite in.
Precisely. If you're feeling agitated, you might reach for different herbs than if you're feeling, say, depleted or sad.
Like the examples you gave, sage or rosemary for purification.
Right, or lavender for calm. And the act of gathering them, whether it's from your garden or a shop, can be done mindfully. The book talks about connecting with the plant, even expressing gratitude.
I like that. Expressing gratitude to the plants, it feels respectful, deepens the connection.
It does. And the book also mentions synergy, how combining certain herbs can amplify their effects.
Oh, interesting. Like what?
Well, it gives eucalyptus and chamomile as an example, great together for relaxation and cleansing.
Oh.
So gathering the herbs becomes part of the spiritual practice itself, a way to connect with your energy before you even start the bath.
Right. Okay, we've mentioned a few herbs now. Let's dive into the specific herbs for spiritual cleansing, the book highlights. First up, lavender.
Ah, lavender. Classic. It's presented as embodying peace and protection. That scent is instantly calming, isn't it?
It really is.
And the book sees it as more than just calming. It's like an energetic shield against negativity.
Okay.
It suggests combining it with Epsom salt, maybe some lavender essential oil too, for a bath that's both purifying and deeply relaxing.
And you can use it outside the bath too.
Yeah, things like lavender sachets in your drawers or burning lavender incense just to keep that peaceful, protective vibe going.
Nice. Okay, next, sage. Another big one for cleansing.
Definitely. Sage is really focused on purification and release, clearing out the old, making space.
How does the book suggest using it in a bath?
Simmering the leaves to make a strong infusion is one way. Then adding that to the bath water. And while you soak, you consciously focus your intention on releasing stress, anxiety, whatever needs to go.
Can you combine it with other things?
Oh, yes. Epsom salts again, maybe other essential oils like lavender for calm, or even frankincense for a deeper spiritual connection.
Makes sense. Then there's rosemary. I always think of that as quite invigorating.
That's exactly how the book frames it. Clarity and strength. It's seen as purifying the mind and spirit, cutting through confusion or mental fog.
How would you use that? An infusion again?
Yeah, boiling the leaves to make an infusion is recommended. Add that, maybe with Epsom salt for detox. Interestingly, the book notes rosemary can boost memory and focus.
Really?
Yeah, so it suggests maybe journaling after a rosemary bath to capture any insights or clarity you gained.
Interesting connection. Okay, eucalyptus. I usually associate that with, like, colds and breathing.
It's great for that. But the book talks about it more broadly for healing and renewal. Purifying the air, yes, but also the spirit, giving you a sense of revitalization.
So steep the leaves for that one, too.
Steep the leaves. And it pairs well with lavender or rosemary, apparently, for a nice balance. The book also mentions using eucalyptus in sachets or essential oils around the house, or even applying the oil to pulse points while you do some mindful breathing.
Expanding its use beyond the bath again.
You're right.
And finally, chamomile. So gentle.
Exactly. Gentle, comforting, inviting tranquility. That's its whole vibe.
How to use it.
Steep the flowers for an infusion. And the visualization suggested is picturing your worries just dissolving away in the warm water.
That sounds lovely.
It does, doesn't it? You can combine it with lavender or rosemary too. And the book suggests maybe reciting affirmations or prayers during a chamomile bath. Just leaning into that gentle, comforting energy.
This is great. Now, the book actually gives some specific recipes for healing herbal baths, which sounds super helpful. Let's look at the lavender and eucalyptus soothing bath.
Okay, so this one combines the actual flowers and leaves, lavender flowers, eucalyptus leaves, with Epsom salts.
Right.
And the key is to really visualize the healing properties, infusing the salt as you mix it. You know, lavender for peace and purification, eucalyptus for clarity and protection.
And setting the intention to release negativity is crucial here.
Absolutely. That focus makes it a soothing and cleansing experience.
Got it. Next is the sage and rosemary purifying ritual. Sounds a bit more involved.
It can be.
Yeah.
It suggests using fresh or dried sage and rosemary, maybe even crushing them slightly first to help release their oils.
Oh, nice tip.
And it incorporates lighting a candle, symbolizing your inner light, your clarity. Then as you soak, you actively visualize negative energies dissolving, really focusing on letting go of specific things like doubts or fears.
Making it a very active process.
Very much so. More of a focused ritual than just a soak.
Okay, then the chamomile and lavender relaxation soak. This one sounds purely blissful.
It does. Combining dried chamomile flowers and lavender buds. Again, the intention setting is important, deciding to release negative energy.
Epsom salts suggested here too.
Yeah, the book mentions considering Epsom salts for deeper relaxation. And the focus is on just taking in the soothing scents, the soft colors of the flowers, and allowing yourself gentle reflection or meditation, pure calm.
Lovely. What about the peppermint and lemon refreshing bath? Sounds like a wake-up call.
In a good way. This uses fresh peppermint leaves or the essential oil, plus fresh lemon juice.
Wow, okay.
The focus here is gratitude, appreciating nature's power, and visualizing the water absorbing negativity. It's meant to be invigorating, brightening. Good for when you need a lift. Encourages just being present during the soak.
And finally, the book emphasizes customizing your herbal bath blends. Makes sense, we're all different.
Totally. It encourages you to tailor blends to your specific needs and intentions at that moment. Think about which herbs you feel drawn to.
So maybe I need calm and protection, so I'd go for lavender and rosemary.
Exactly. Or maybe you're focusing on self-love, so perhaps rose and chamomile. For a big cleanse, maybe sage and eucalyptus.
The possibilities are endless.
Pretty much.
Wow.
And the key thing always is infusing whatever blend you create with your intention, whether through a prayer, meditation, or just a moment of focused thought. That's what activates it.
Right. So it's not just the herbs. The book talks about enhancing your bath experience in other ways, too, like incorporating crystals and stones.
Yes, crystals have their own energies.
Yeah.
So the idea is to choose stones that resonate with your intention for the bath.
Like black tourmaline for grounding, you mentioned?
Exactly, or rose quartz if you're working on self-love or compassion. The book advises cleansing the crystals first, a quick rinse or smudging, then setting your intention with them.
How do you use them? Just put them in the water.
You can, if they're water safe. Or you could hold them during the bath, or just place them around the edge of the tub. Another idea mentioned is using crystal-infused bath salts, like amethyst or citrine mixed in.
Ah, interesting. Okay, what about the role of sound and music? How does that play in?
Sound vibrations are thought to help break up stagnant energy. So using things like singing bowls or gentle chimes, or even just playing recorded music that aligns with your intention.
Like calming music for a relaxing bath.
Precisely. Or uplifting music if you need renewal. Sound can help clear the space energetically. And chanting mantras or affirmations yourself adds another layer.
So curating a specific playlist could be part of the ritual.
Definitely. Or just focusing on the power of your own voice and intention through self-affirmation during the bath.
And then aromatherapy and essential oils. This links back to the herbs, obviously.
It does, but in a very concentrated form. Essential oils are like the pure essence of the plant.
So use them mindfully.
Yes, with intention. Choose oils that match your goal: lavender for calm, eucalyptus for cleansing, frankincense for spiritual connection maybe. They help set the atmosphere, and you can visualize the aroma helping to carry away negativity as you breathe deeply. Great for meditation during the bath, too.
This is building a really rich picture. Let's look at the specific rituals for releasing negative energy, the book details. First, setting intentions before the bath. We've discussed intention a lot, but what are the key steps here?
Okay, so the book emphasizes: 1, create that serene environment we talked about. 2, take some deep, centering breaths. 3, visualize the energy of the herbs actually infusing your intention.
Ah, connecting the two.
Yes. 4, clearly state your intention. Say it out loud or write it down. 5, consciously infuse the bath elements, like the herbs steeping in the water, with that intention. And finally, immerse yourself fully, holding that focus.
That's a very clear process. What about using affirmations for cleansing and renewal?
This is about using positive statements during the bath. Repeating affirmations that reflect what you want, like, I release all negativity, I invite peace and positivity.
And visualize them happening.
Exactly. See them becoming true as you say them. Writing them down and having them visible is also suggested. The key is choosing affirmations that really resonate with you.
Makes sense. Personal connection is important.
And expressing gratitude afterwards for the cleansing you feel reinforces it.
And the third ritual, visualization techniques during your soak.
This is really about using your imagination actively. Picture the bath water as, say, liquid light, washing away anything heavy or dark.
Okay.
Or use your breath. Breathe in positive energy. Breathe out negative energy. Another technique is picturing difficult emotions as stones that are dissolving in the warm water.
That's a powerful image.
It can be.
Yeah.
And you can use the things around you, too. See the candle flame as purifying energy. Smell the herbs carrying away worries. It makes the experience more immersive.
So the bath is powerful, but it's not the end of the story. The book talks about post-bath practices, like grounding and centering after your bath. Why is that needed?
Well, you've just done some potentially significant energetic shifting and releasing. Grounding helps you integrate that shift and settle back into yourself, feeling stable.
How do you do that?
Find a quiet spot after your bath. Take some slow, deep breaths. Visualize any released energy flowing harmlessly away, maybe down into the earth.
Connecting with the earth is good.
Very good. Standing barefoot outside if you can, or just imagining roots growing from your feet. Holding grounding crystals helps too, black tourmaline, hematite, or just engaging your senses, calmly light a candle, listen to soft music, and always expressing gratitude.
Gratitude seems to be a recurring theme.
It's fundamental to these practices, really. And another post-bath practice the book strongly recommends is journaling your experience.
We touched on this with Rosemary, but it applies generally.
Absolutely. It's a great way to process. Write down your thoughts, feelings, what herbs you used, what your intention was.
And notice any changes afterwards.
Yes, any shifts in mood or energy, what felt effective. Which herbs did you particularly connect with? It builds self-awareness over time. Your journal becomes a personal guide.
And you could even share parts of it.
If you feel comfortable, yeah. Sharing insights with a trusted friend or community can deepen the understanding.
So how do we make sure these benefits stick? The book mentions integrating the energy shift into daily life.
Right. It's about making it sustainable, not just a one-off. Maybe making spiritual baths a regular thing, weekly perhaps. Always preparing the space with intention.
Continuing the practices during the bath, like affirmations.
Exactly. And then finding small ways to bring that mindful energy into your day-to-day. Lighting a candle with intention in the morning, using a calming essential oil during a stressful moment, keeping a gratitude journal.
Little anchors throughout the week.
Precisely. It creates a continuous flow, keeps that positive energy circulating.
The book also shares personal stories and testimonials. Those are often so powerful. What kind of themes come through?
You really see the transformative potential. People sharing how specific herbs, like lavender and chamomile, genuinely ease their anxiety, or how rosemary and sea salt help them feel purified or revitalized.
A real sense of mind-body-spirit connection.
Definitely. That interconnectedness comes through strongly. There's also talk about community rituals, bathing with intention in groups.
Oh, interesting. How does that work?
The idea is that the shared intention amplifies the effect. Sharing stories, wisdom, using herbs that symbolize unity, like rosemary or mint. It becomes a powerful communal act of release and renewal.
And learning from ancient traditions is another theme.
Yes, recognizing that deep, timeless wisdom about nature, spirituality, and well-being. Using those sacred herbs, lavender, sage, rosemary, for cleansing. Incorporating natural elements like salt, essential oils. The importance of ritual, setting the space, intention, and always gratitude. It connects us to something ancient and profound.
It really does. Finally, the book encourages continuing your herbal journey. It's not just about these specific baths, is it?
Not at all. It's an invitation to keep learning. Explore more herbs, different cleansing ones, calming ones, uplifting ones. Experiment with your own blends.
Where can people learn more?
The book suggests reading more texts, guides, maybe taking workshops, connecting with herbal communities online or locally. It's a lifelong journey of discovery, really.
And keeping that personal herbal bath journal is key to that journey.
Hugely helpful. Documenting intentions, recipes, the whole experience, sensations, shifts in mood, tracking what works for you. It becomes a creative space too.
And what about future rituals? Any suggestions there?
It encourages infusing baths with your unique energy, combining herbs for very specific goals, maybe adding crystals like amethyst or oils like frankincense more regularly, creating a truly sacred bathroom space with candles, music, affirmations, and establishing a routine. Maybe aligning your baths with the seasons or moon cycles, making it deeply personal.
Okay, this has been incredibly rich. Let's try and summarize. What are the absolute key takeaways from this deep dive based on the book?
I'd say the main things are, 1, herbal baths are a genuinely powerful tool for spiritual cleansing with deep historical roots. 2, your intention is absolutely crucial. It directs the energy. 3, herbs have unique properties, so choose them mindfully. And 4, creating a sacred ritual around the bath enhances its effectiveness.
And for you listening, what's the big benefit we hope you've gained?
We hope this has given you a real shortcut to understanding these practices. You've got the foundational knowledge now to start using herbal baths intentionally to clear out negative energy and really enhance your spiritual well-being.
So here's a final thought to leave you with. How might intentionally bringing these natural elements, these mindful practices, into your regular bathing routine create ongoing shifts for you in your energy, in your daily life? What's just one small ritual, maybe inspired by this, that you could try this week?
Yeah, and we really encourage you to keep exploring. If certain herbs or rituals resonated with you today, delve deeper. Ask questions, seek out more information. This is just the start of what can be a really rewarding path.